Hello, everybody. Hi. Okay, so I'm gonna try and set you up here. Uh, yes. So because you're there, if I put this here, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, I gotta slide you back. See, this is an unplanned live, but it's cool stuff. So I think you want to see it. But I didn't plan it very good because I don't have like a tripod or anything. Great, you guys can see where I'm working. All right, so let me pull out a thing. I got a couple layers of plastic down. Go for Alan. I'm in the paint room. I'm YouTube live right now. Well, come on over. Okay, so this is a printout of I just did a quick skull. I searched for a skull, and when I searched for it, I threw it in Photoshop. I measured the distance between my pupils, and I made the pupils that same distance apart. Once those were that same distance, that skull is the right size, because I want these to be fairly the right size. I've now slid this underneath some plastic, and on top of it, it's under plastic so it doesn't really get that wet. I'll spray water down, and I'm just going to use Loctite foam, which is this stuff here. It's the red and blue can. Very exciting. And I'm filling in and tracing this skull, all right? I will show you more later. Hi, Dave. Cookies,
Cookies.
like,
Oh, like to your car.
oh, okay, what's up in that car? It is. I'm not going to trick.
No, you
I don't have to take it out of the pocket, as long as it's on me, it works.
Oh, that's right, you got it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just tracing, and you guys can just see like white on white, right? So let's flip the camera around. Okay, so this is what is happening. See, I can see that. You don't have to be exact. I am going around for the eye sockets. Let's fill in for the nose. And that's perfectly close enough. They won't end up looking like this, I swear. This is the beginning stage. And so my timing was kind of right. I did one of them over there before, I did two of them actually, before I got to you guys. So that is 5 skulls out of a can. A can is $6. I'm okay with that. So I'm spending about $1.25 per skull in materials. Let's get you set back up over here. Yeah. Okay, we'll set you back up over here. I now spray the outside of them, of the foam. The outside of the foam needs water too. This foam does not puff up as much as great stuff. We're on live, and the camera's over there, just so you know. So don't like make a giant belt or anything. That'd be weird. I'm just wetting these down really good. I'm hitting them from pretty much every angle. Use a lot of water because water is cheap. I need water almost all my projects because of the tree. Now, normally I would use my phone to set a countdown for like 5 minutes, but You're on my phone.
Kind of,
Okay. I am at DH. That's very true. All right, and what we're making, we're going to do an ossuary, so we need a lot of skulls to go on the walls. I'm buying a bunch from Nightmare Makers, but these are the kind that we turn out with this foam technique. These little guys are, you know, about 25 a piece. Results may vary. It depends a little bit on your level of artistry or just how many you have made and how much practicing you want to do. Everybody who's working with me now, they definitely, their second round of skulls turned out better than the first round of skulls. Yeah, intern Stan is getting big thumbs up.
right.
So yeah, we have a bunch that we're knocking out, and it takes about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes maybe to do 5. So that's pretty good. I just have to kind of wait for the foam to get to the right texture. The water makes it form a skin. And it's already kind of formed a skin on these first ones, so I'm just pushing it to get it back within the boundaries. Remember, there's a drawing of a skull under each one of these. That keeps me on target for size.
Step forward.
That keeps me on target for size. So I know that my skull will not be super out of proportion. How much you follow the drawing is up to you. And already, see, this has a skin on it. This is not great stuff. If you try this with great stuff, you will just be sad. Don't try this with great stuff. You have to use Loctite foam. The formula is just different. Okay? Loctite, not great stuff. I'm in a babysitting stage right now. All that I'm really doing is working on the perimeter. I'm pushing it towards the middle. So anything that has flowed over top of the edge, I'm putting back within the guidelines of the drawing. I'm not getting anything on my hands because I waited for it to skin up. I gave it a good 3 to 5 minutes or whatever, you know?
I'm on the road. Counting on it.
Normally I count down about 5 minutes. Probably hasn't quite been 5 minutes for these. They're a little gummy.
I started.
Oh, thank you so much. Intern Stan over there, he set a timer for me, and I'm at about 3.5 minutes. But already you can see even the one I did last that had a skin on it, I can touch it and not get anything on my hands. Now you can break the skin. And if I do that, I will get stuff on my hands. So right now, again, I'm just pushing it towards the center. I'm making sure it's building up instead of spreading out. I'm getting it all back in the confines of the drawing. These little turds that fell off of my... See that? Very, very squishy. But it has a skin on it, so I can squash it and make it into stuff. Squash is a real word. I've made this into a differently shaped piece of foam. See what I made? Great. All right, so now I want to dig in on these guys and start finding the forming eye sockets. Stan, would you mind holding the camera while I talk for a little bit?
You have 12 seconds left to your time.
Well, I'm gonna rush it. Hooray! Here, if you do this, Now it's pointing, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, that works. Come on over here. So again, that drawing is underneath. And if I just do that, I can see that red pupil. That lines up wonderfully. I'm gonna do that on the other side. And I don't care if it goes all the way to the table, as long as my sockets line up pretty well. These take a little bit of fiddling, but again, it all happens pretty fast. Now I opened it up, I broke the skin, so I'm putting a little more water right there. That's gonna make it solidify faster. The way that this foam cures, it cures from moisture in the air. Well, I'm adding moisture with the water, so I'm forcing it to cure faster. I'm just gonna pull a skull out of this. This is like a marshmallowy goo right now. And I'm going to enforce my will onto this goo and make it become a skull. I did, again, open that up. I'm going to use water throughout the process. Water is cheap. This is a little sticky for me to be making a nose yet. I'll hold off and remove this one. I'm working on 5 because I hate waiting. Your first round of skulls, maybe do 2 at a time. So maybe don't go for 5 at once. Stan, do you have any insight? Because Stan, who is holding the camera now, he has made, I don't know, 10 or 15 of these by now.
Give or take.
What do you think?
Make sure you put water underneath.
Yeah, spray water down first.
Spray water down first or you're not going to be able to pull it up. It won't cure. So you're going to get a marshmallowy gummy mess and it's going to hollow out the inside of it when it comes up. And wait your 5 minutes before you start to mess with it.
I might have gone a little early. I'm gonna need to work on this one. This is the stickiest one because it's the newest one. Right, you know, if I feel it sticking, I move my hand. Don't let it get sticky. See how I'm teasing shapes out of it? Just teased a brow ridge. Got the point of a nose working now. I'll come back to that. This one is still real sticky. Move on to the next one. This one has a much better skin. I can tell just by, just tell. I've opened it right on up.
Let's go for Alan.
Go for Alan in the paint room. So they're looking skull-like now. And if these flatten out a little bit, that's okay. When I pull it up, I'll be able to dome it again. And I'm not worried about teeth right now at all. I'm not trying to put teeth into this because teeth are going to happen later. I'm going to glue hot glue teeth onto them. So my time for each skull will be about 8-9 minutes. These are not amazing. These are okay background filler skulls. If you work at it and you learn to work with this material and sculpt this material, I think they could be amazing. But we are using them as filler to keep the cost of a hallway full of skulls down. We're all YouTube live right now, just so you know, Square.
Okay, cool.
So as you explain things about Dark Hour to me, don't use curse words.
Oh, come on, really? You know how I
Even if
love
you're
this.
talking about
Slip
Rob
them
Corey.
in. In fact, I have to talk to you about
Okay.
his car, little blue tile.
Okay.
Is there? Okay. Okay, cool. So he can't get his car, his tire off. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go save him.
That's
And
fine.
you get him merciless. Treat him mercilessly about it the next time you're on Facebook Live.
Well, he drives a Prius. He should just pick it up and carry it there.
Yeah, I would say so, but yeah.
So I'm at the babysitting stage, but while I'm at this babysitting stage, I really can't get great details right yet. I'm gonna go ahead and separate them. See how that comes up? Back has a skin too because I used water. Each skull will look a little bit different, but they also will, you know, they're also gonna be about the same size. They're all gonna look like they're from the same world. They're gonna have some texture on them, but I don't mind it. You kind of saw how it painted up. This guy was a little soft to peel, so when I picked him up, he squished a little bit. That's okay, we'll just fix it. This guy's probably ready for more fine tuning. I'm gonna define that eye socket with some pinching. Doesn't want to cooperate, move it. I'm not afraid to break the skin inside if that gets me a better stretch for my eye socket. And I want that shaped a little differently, so I'm opening it up. Now I'm picking it up and I'm dishing to really give that skull, that forehead, a nice dome. I don't want to overwork one because that means another one is going to fall off my radar if that happens. Right, Josh?
Yeah, made that mistake.
So I'm bouncing around and I'm getting all of them to be about the same stage.
Give your skull some love.
Give them all even love.
Even like the favorites.
This isn't like children where you have to pick a favorite. Stan, do you have any children?
Not humans.
Great, that's so awesome.
Like 3 dogs and a cat.
What great decisions you must have made with your life.
I know.
Now you can do what you want. Sorry for all you people out there with kids. I'm not a kid guy. I do have full intentions though, as I get older, to play Santa at the mall. Not because I love children, but because I figure with all the kids I've scared, I kind of have to make amends.
Karma.
Yeah, it's a karma repayment.
I just imagine Carl Claus in that style.
Yeah, I will not show up as Carl Claus. Remember that mall Santa for that one day? That's what that story would be.
Yeah.
See, if you left it, it would not look good. But if you pinch it and play with it and move it around, you know. I pinch a little under the eye socket. I pinch on the edge. I really work that nose. Now, as I do this, as I dome out the skull, it pushes back into these eye sockets. It's a bag, you know, so I gotta really kind of open that up. so that I can let air out of over here and work that eye socket, but keep the brow. You know, you want that angry brow, and I'm happy with that. That'll be a nice skull. Just pinching. I'm pinching and I'm moving. I'm knocking out skulls. How's it going, Bart?
It is going.
Bart, you want to say hi to YouTube? You want to explain why you haven't done an episode of Haunter's Life to these fine people in a long time?
Why I haven't done Hunter's Life?
Yeah.
I haven't done a Hunter's Life in a long time because, for one, I've been too busy. Two, is that in Ohio, hunts don't go along together. So we have people that would try to use our videos against us. So,
Oh, awesome.
but
But we get along in Texas.
yes, we do, very much so.
By the way, Bart's back in Texas, and he's working with us at Dark Hour now. He's our ramp building specialist. That's not true. He hates building ramps. Okay, so this guy's just getting squeezed and tweaked and squeezed and tweaked. But I'm getting happy to where it is. If I can keep that down, I'll be very happy. That's going to want to pop up, and that won't look as good. I'll keep that down there. All right, this is pretty hard, the rim. I go back to my first one and see what's happening with it.
Somebody wants Bart to do a tutorial on ramp building.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that stayed pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's not a very defined nose, is it, Stan?
Not all the way.
That's better.
There we go.
And again, I'm not worried about teeth because they're in this stage right now, but then we just add teeth down here. You know, that makes it fast and easy. And these were sanded a little bit. This was the first one we did. We were experimenting, but yeah, I don't like to sand them because I don't like that texture change. I love this texture up in here. To me, that's beautiful. These are firming up, so now it's not as much marshmallow fluff. You know, there's a skin on it that's closer to styrofoam. And throughout this whole process, I can kind of shape and move. Got a little dent here. I'm gonna try and fix that by pushing it from the other side. Hello from the other side. Now this is not like the easiest thing in the world. It does take a little bit of practice and finagliness. You know, you got to get used to it. But it does make a nice product for the amount of time and energy invested. All these guys are ready to dry, and then we'll do teeth. The teeth are just the hot glue teeth. I did a video on that forever ago. We just put them on and then paint it black and dry brush it. So that's probably good for this round of skulls. These guys all move over here to the done table where they can dry up. And we'll mix these in with Nightmare Maker skulls and probably some Dollar Tree skulls in order to make a nice wallow bone nose. And I'm ready for my next round, which I probably won't go live on this next round because you just saw it. So, thanks. Josh is moving some of his to the done pile. Josh, show yours.
No, they're terrible.
Well, you're getting there. They look skull-like. They're a little big.
Yeah, the brand new thing and it expanded way too fast for me. I was not prepared for it.
Oh, expanded too much?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's it. You can see we making a pile of skulls, and we're gonna make probably 400 or so of these to fill out this section. But thanks for watching and for hanging out. We've been on a total of 25 minutes. I don't think I've worked in the last minute. So again, 20, 22 minutes to make 5 skulls. They're not all painted yet, but that's super fast. But thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you later. Bye. Go make stuff.